But first tonight, conviction overturned. A Rhode Island man found guilty of a 1982 murder is given another chance to clear his name.
Raymond Beaver Tempest has spent more than 2 decades behind bars for a deadly crime he claims he didn't commit.
And tonight he remains locked up at the ACI as prosecutors plan to appeal the ruling.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us live now with new details on today's stunning judgment and what happens next.
Well, after 23 years in prison, Raymond Tempest's second-degree murder conviction has been vacated. But while the judge says there isn't evidence he's innocent, he says he didn't receive a fair trial. Raymond Beaver Tempest had a trace of a smile on his face as Judge Daniel Procaccini overturned his second-degree murder conviction Monday morning.
There were constitutional violations of Mr. Tempest's due process rights that require this court to vacate his conviction.
While Tempest's family cried tears of joy behind him in court, the judge explained his 78-page decision where he says it is clear that he was deprived of a fair trial when he was found guilty in the 1982 killing of Doreen Pickard.
I thought there were 2 constitutional violations of suppressing evidence of innocence that should have been turned over, and that there was improper police procedure.
Tempest's attorney, Michael Kendall, had argued that new DNA evidence tested in 2004 proves Tempest's innocence. The judge disagreed, saying it's not enough for the court to declare his innocence, but mistakes by the Woonsocket Police Department and the state were enough to throw out the guilty verdict. Prosecutors immediately disagreed with the judge's decision in court.
You haven't even read my analysis, and you're telling me it's a poor argument. Right.
The Rhode Island Attorney General later released a statement saying, clearly, we are disappointed in the outcome in this action and remain confident that we will prevail on appeal. Doreen Pickard's family remained quiet, holding hands as the decision was read, and declined to comment. The Woonsocket Police Department also declined to comment today, referring us to the Attorney General. Coming up new at 6, why Raymond Tempest wasn't released from prison today and what's next for this murder case. Live in the control room, Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
We begin with today's major developments out of Superior Court. A 23-year-old murder conviction overturned.
Raymond Tempest has maintained his innocence ever since he was accused of killing Doreen Pickard. And his lawyers say DNA evidence shows someone else was the murderer. This
morning, a judge ruled that Tempest didn't receive a fair trial because of mistakes made by Woonsocket Police and the state.
And new at 6, why he wasn't released from prison today. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado begins our in-depth coverage tonight.
Well, Raymond Tempest is no longer guilty in that 1982 beating death of Doreen Pickard, but it could be a ways to go until he could be a free man. When Raymond Beaver Tempest walked into court Monday, he didn't know if he would be continuing his 85-year sentence for the murder of Doreen Pickard.
There were constitutional violations of Mr. Tempest's due process rights that require this court to vacate his conviction.
Judge Daniel Procaccini decided in a 78-page decision it is clear that he was deprived of a fair trial when he was found guilty.
Raymond and his family have waited 23 years for this day, so obviously they're very pleased it finally came.
Through Tempest's attorney, Michael Kendall, his family expressed the relief we saw on their faces in court.
He has many family members in Rhode Island that are happy to have him stay with him.
Those family members didn't get to take Tempest home Monday, though. Judge Procaccini said he will consider letting him out on bail on home confinement.
While Mr. Tempest may enjoy the presumption of innocence, it's got to be conditioned in a certain manner simply because of the time he's been incarcerated and the final decision remains to be made by the Supreme Court.
Now, prosecutors declined to comment after court, but Attorney General Peter Kilmartin said in a statement, quote, clearly we are disappointed in the outcome in this action and remain confident that we will prevail on appeal. That decision will be up to the Supreme Court. Tempest's bail hearing is scheduled for August 4th. Reporting live in the control room, Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.